All right, everybody, welcome back. We're back for more UFC Reignmakers pack break action. I'm your host, Chris Costa. Good to see everybody again. For anybody returning, I missed you. For anybody joining, it's good to see you. We're going to have some fun tonight, guys. Another round of pack breaks. We had 2 breaks earlier today. We've got 2 more on deck for tonight. Both breaks tonight taking place roughly within a half hour of each other. We get started with our first break, which includes 4 Genesis premium packs and 4 Genesis standard packs. Our second break, same format, okay? A little bit different this week. Both streams today are the same format, 4 and 4 premium and standard. We're hunting Reignmakers, folks. That's what we're looking for. We want Reignmakers, but we'll take legendaries. We'll take elite. We want as many of them as we can get. Really exciting times right now in the UFC landscape. UFC 284 is going to be one to remember. Maybe the most anticipated matchup that we've seen in a long, long time. Islam Makhachev taking on Alexander Volkanovski. Crazy, maybe never before seen hype around a fight. Okay, we've got the #1 lightweight champ, #2 overall pound for pound, and Makhachev taking on Volkanovski, who is the #1 pound for pound and #1 featherweight, okay? Makhachev is your favorite, but a crazy fight nonetheless. We've got a lot to talk about tonight. I want to talk through the divisions again and the weight classes and who we have for rankings or what we have for rankings. I want to talk about gated contests that are going to be coming up, some of the prizing that you can go after, crazy UFC experience in London that you can win, and more. But I think most importantly, I should say, is getting these packs open for you guys. Tonight is a hit draft again. So just as a reminder, we are going to open all of the packs in this first break. All 8 packs are going to get open. We're going to reveal all the cards. Then the team is going to go back for a couple of minutes and build your list, which will come back up on the screen. And then we will draft them in order based on your ticket number. The ticket that you purchased is going to have an addition number correlated to it. If you have ticket number 5, that means you have pick number 5. If you have ticket number 7, you have pick number 7. We're going to pick 1 through 10, and then we're going to come back down 11 to 1. It is a snake draft. So if you're in the 10 spot, you're picking back to back. If you're in the 1 spot, you're not picking until you come back into the end of the second round, but then you're picking back to back in that slot. Back and forth we go all the way through all 40 cards. On that note, first pack of the break, let's crack it open. Let's see what we got here, folks. Good luck. 5 cores to start. Not our best start. Not our best start. Basrat, Osborne, Cara France, Viana, and Kianzad. All right, second pack. Let's heat up. We need to heat up. Lord have mercy, we've got to heat up. 5 cores again. Allen, Pereira, okay, we'll take it. Chan Sung Young, Johnny Walker, and Gilbert Burns. A very good fighter in Gilbert Burns. All right, guys, third pack. Let's get some color here. Let's get some color. Give me some rare. Give me something. All right, we'll take 2 rare. We'll take 2 rare. A little bit of life. A little bit of life. Feeling the flow. All right, Bueno. Costa. Paulo Costa, best name in fighting. Darren Till. Cody Stammen. And a rare Arnold Allen. Very nice. We'll take those 2 cards at the end there. All right, guys, here we go. Final standard pack. Then we're off to the races with premium. Give me some more color here. Yes, yes, yes. Elite out of a standard. We'll take it. All right, here we go. Haas. Alex Pereira again. 2 core Pereiras. Gastelum. We've got a Brandon Royval. We like that. And our elite. All right, Bilal Muhammad. Very nice. We'll take it. Elite Bilal Muhammad out of a standard pack. Can't beat that. Here we go. Premium pack number 1. Again, guys, we're looking for Reignmakers. We'll take a legendary, though. We will take a legendary. Again, Reignmakers, the only packs you can pull Reignmakers out of are these premium packs, and they don't exist anymore. You can't buy them. The only way you're getting them is in these breaks. Let's start right to left. 4 rares and a legendary. Trezano, Giga Chikadze, Stipe, very nice. Strickland, and the legendary one time. Bang, Cyril Gain, let's go. Legendary. Beautiful hit. Beautiful hit. That's going to be top of the draft board so far. Oh, wow. God pack. God pack. Reignmaker. Legendary. 2 elites in a rare. I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. Folks, I can't feel my legs. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. Aliskarov. Holy smokes, Elite Volkanovski. Perfect timing. Oh, yeah, let's go. Jinglang. Legendary time. Blanchfield, we'll take it. And our Reignmaker. Giga Chikadze, Reignmaker. We'll take it. We will take it. What a pack. That Volkanovski's crazy. And a Reignmaker. Let's go. All right, next up. Legendary again. We're having, hey, guys, I don't want to burst our bubble here, but we're getting hot. Cortez. Glover. Okay, we'll take Glover. Legend. Tim Elliott. Our elite. Danny Ige. Okay. And a legendary. One time. Josh Emmett. Very nice fighting. Of course. Coming up. Good timing. We will take it. All right, guys. Final pack of the break, and then we're on to our draft. Here we go. Just got to kind of like get spirit fingers going a little bit here. Feel the vibe and the magic. All right, a legendary, 2 elites, and 2 rares. Let's finish strong here, guys. Good luck. Everybody, good luck. Jan Zonan, Kai Kara France, a Nelson. Okay, Gunnar Nelson. Tony Ferguson, elite. Like it. Legendary time, guys. Last card of the break. Song Yadong. Very nice. Great legendary finish here. Guys, this is going to be an interesting draft. It is going to be an interesting draft. I hope you brought your UFC hats. Guys, okay, here's what's going to happen. We're going to take a couple of minutes here. I'm going to walk you through a couple of things. I'll cover some information. Our team on the back end is going to go and structure our list, of which we will then share on the screen so that you can follow along and follow me as I call out your draft order and announce your picks, okay? The reason we move through everything so quickly is because we are going to be able to put that list up on the board and give you a sense of all the cards that have been hit and what you guys are going to be drafting from, okay? That was an interesting break. That was interesting. A lot going on there. Okay. So a couple of things to cover. First off, as I mentioned, 284 coming up, guys, has maybe the craziest matchup we've seen in a long time. It is UFC's return back to Australia. It's the first time since 243. Obviously, some interesting time zone challenges there, but it is a humongous headliner fight. You got a champion versus champion clash, the lightweight division level, and obviously with Makhachev having recently won at 280. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. This is the number 1 and number 2 in pound for pound rankings. Really, what this comes down to is us finding out who the best fighter in the sport is. The best fighter in the sport. There's only been 4 ever UFC fighters to have ever been crowned champ. Just saying. Okay, so again, with Makhachev, he's had 11 straight wins. All right. Now that's insane in and of its own right. But you start looking at Volkanovski, he's on a 22 fight winning streak. So really incomprehensible. 23-1 in the MMA for Makhachev, 12-1 in the UFC. He hasn't lost in over 7 years. He's got speed. He knows how to fight. He's got heart. He's an underrated grappler. Really strong with the leg kicks. He's got great combinations as a stand-up boxer. And he had 4 straight stoppage wins en route to the title fight versus Oliveira. So listen, Khabib named him the next one, right? Now, Khabib's his trainer, his friend, longtime teammate, but Khabib literally called him the next one. If Khabib Nurmagomedov is calling you the next one, it's got to mean something, and here he is. And this is going to be his first fight with the title on the line. And here comes Volkanovski as an underdog, which is crazy to say. 25-1 in MMA, 22 fight win streak, as we mentioned. 4th successful featherweight title defense in July, where he just wiped the floor with Max Holloway. He's taken down Jose Aldo. He's taken Brian Ortega. Holloway, who we mentioned, he's taken him down 3 times. He's got a big size advantage over Makhachev. He's a high-level kickboxer, great on the ground, great standing up. He's a tough opponent, and home court advantage, guys. The fight is in Australia, and he is fighting on home turf. He's improved with every fight, and they say he's one of the most complete fighters in the sport. So this is going to be a huge test for Makhachev. Just a crazy, almost 10-year run of undefeated fighting. Following that, the co-main event, or I should say prior to that, the co-main event that you're going to find in the event is Yair Rodriguez versus Josh Emmett. For those of you that were on the first stream, you know my thoughts on Josh Emmett. I think he's a great fighter. I do think he lost that fight to Calvin Kattar. His last fight against Kattar did feel like it was the wrong decision. But hey, here he is. He's taking on Yair Rodriguez, and this is likely going to end up being the challenger for Volkanovski in the featherweight division. So this is going to be whoever takes on Volkanovski for the featherweight belt would be what is expected there. 2 different fighting styles. You've got Rodriguez kicking and moving. Emmett is a wrestler, but also somebody who likes to throw bombs. And, Rodriguez is going to come into this as your favorite. He's the number 2 featherweight, and you're looking at Emmett as your underdog as the number 5 featherweight. Okay. Other fights worth noting. The welterweight fight, Jack Della Maddalena and Randy Brown. They're both trying to climb the welterweight ranks. Either of them with a big performance or an impressive performance could move them into the top 15, which is obviously a big step in both of their careers. You've got Maddalena as the favorite, also fighting on home turf as an Australian. And you've got 3 first-round finishes in his 2022 rookie campaign. So definitely an up-and-coming fighter showing some promise there. And then you've got Randy Brown as your underdog with 8 years in the UFC, a 10-4 record inside the octagon, and a 4-fight winning streak. So an interesting matchup nonetheless. If you look at the heavyweight matchup on tap, Justin Tafa versus Parker Porter. They're both, again, trying to climb the division. The last fight on the final card of 2021 was Justin Tafa's. He withdrew from 2 fights in 2022. So might be a little rust on the wheels. Only 5 UFC career fights. And, he's got big power, but he is inconsistent. But you got Parker Porter as an underdog. He's on a 3-fight win streak. his second appearance of 2022. Or I should say he had a 3-fight win streak going into his second appearance of 2022, but he did lose to Almeida. But he's a big boy. He's durable. He's large. And he has double the experience at Tafa. So another interesting matchup in the evening. Looks like our list is live. Thank you to our marketplace team. Thank you to Daylight Cat and Mr. Aggie, as always, for their support. Thank you to the rest of the marketplace team for helping on the back end here as we try to bring you guys the most seamless hit drafts possible. Again, guys, we're going to talk about your draft order and give you guys a heads up on what is being picked in real time. First up on the clock in this first break of stream number 2 on the day, Tug Life 2, and the pick is already in. Rapid fire Tug Life taking the Reignmaker Giga Chikadze. The Reignmaker is first off the board, as it always tends to be. Pick 2 and 3 back-to-back. Emrad 0815. Good to see you again, my friend. Tug Life, you as well. Emrad is going back-to-back. Pick 2, Cyril Gain, legendary. And pick 3, the legendary Josh Emmett. Couple of legendary cards back-to-back. What a spot. Pick 4, Durdick. Pick 4, Durdick is grabbing the legendary Aaron Blanchfield. So congrats to Durdick on the legendary. And then we go to pick 5, Levy 10. Levy, welcome back, my friend. Levy 10 is picking Song Yadong legendary in the 5 slot. We move to pick 6. On the clock, Legacy 62. Legacy 62 on the clock at pick 6. Guys, again, please stay present. Please stay engaged. The faster that we're able to get these picks in, the faster we can move through the draft and get you guys through all the cards. On that note, pick 6 is in. Elite Alexander Volkanovski going to Legacy 62. Pick 7, our new favorite username. Pick 7 on the clock, Baby Nuts. Nutzs. Baby Nuts. Perhaps I should just say Baby Nutzs. Baby Nuts taking the elite Bilal Muhammad. Congrats to Baby Nuts on the elite Bilal Muhammad. We move on to pick 8, Stanley DK. Good to see you again, my friend. Thank you for participating. And the pick is in. Elite Gunnar Nelson going to Stanley DK. We move on to pick 9, Bud 20657. Bud 20657 is on the clock, and the pick is in. The elite Li Jinglang. We move to pick 10 and 11 back-to-back. Stanley DK is back on the clock. Back-to-back picks 10 and 11. Nice spot. Nice spot. 2 elites still on the board, and then we move into the rares. Elite Tony Ferguson is going in the 10 slot to Stanley DK. And then we are also moving the... Yes, we are. The Dan Ige Elite is gone. And we move on to pick 12. Yes, we do. Pick 12. We move on to pick 12. Bud 20657. You're back on the clock as we make our way back down the draft board. 20657. Bud 20657 with pick number 12. Guys, we're moving quick. I don't have to throw all that information at you if we're moving this quick. My goodness. All right, Bud 20657 takes the rare Arnold Allen. We move back to Stanley DK at pick 13. Stanley DK is on the clock. Rare Cody Stammen off the board at pick 13, going to Stanley DK. And we're back to Baby Nuts at pick 14. Baby Nutzs. And he or she snags the rare Giga Chikadze. The rare Giga Chikadze. Pick 15 is up. Legacy 62 is on the clock. Legacy 62 is on the clock. And guys, while we're sitting here waiting, again, we do have an auto pick criteria, of which was just enacted. Auto pick is in for Legacy 62. Rare Stipe Miocic going to Legacy 62. Pick 16, Libby 10. You are back on the clock, my friend. The rare Ikram Aliskerov is going to Libby, and we have pick 17 now back on the clock with Durdick. Durdick is on the clock, pick 17. Rare Michael Trizano going to Durdick. Picks 18 and 19 back-to-back. MRAD 0815 is on the clock. Rare Sean Strickland going in the 18 slot. Pick 19 on the clock. MRAD back-to-back. And core, Johnny Walker. We're dipping into the cores here. Johnny Walker core going to MRAD. Pick 20 and 21 back-to-back. Tug Life back on the clock. Tug Life landing a Reignmaker in the 1 spot earlier. Tug Life grabs the rare Kai Kara France. And back-to-back, we'll come back with the rare Jan Zonan. Rare Kai Kara France and rare Jan Zonan. Pick 22 and 23 on the clock, back-to-back. MRAD. First pick of the back-to-back. Rare Tim Elliott going to MRAD 0815. And the core Gilbert Burns. Little Gilbert Burns action there. Guys, just as a heads up, the portfolio gated contest coming up, and we are on pick 24. Durdick is on the clock. The portfolio gated contest coming up for UFC 284. It is a pack requirement that you're going to need. So the cards that you use are going to have to be from the Genesis set. They can be standard, premium, add-on packs, or you can even have cards, of course, from the secondary market. You are going to need 15 or more Genesis lightweight cards. But they can be dupes. So you don't have to have 15 different fighters. They can be dupes. I'll get to some more of the requirements, but I more importantly want to get to the prizing. Durdick was pick 24, and the rare Tracy Cortez goes to Durdick. We're at pick 25, Libby 10. Again, doesn't have to be unique fighters, any rarity, any addition. There's no rarity requirements, but it is a single entry contest. However, what are you playing for? First place, the full VIP package for UFC 286. I'll get to that in a moment. Auto pick in for Libby 10. The rare Glover Teixeira, that was an auto pick. We're on to pick 26, Legacy 62. Okay, that first place VIP package at UFC 286 at the O2 Arena in London includes exclusive access to UFC, reserved seating at weigh-ins, weigh-in meet and greet opportunities, private VIP entrance at the O2 Arena in London, 2-section A1 row seat tickets to the 286 UFC event, in-venue hospitality with UFC fighter appearances, Friday night post-weigh-in VIP party, an exclusive UFC VIP lanyard, commemorative credential, post-fight octagon experience, and a $10,000 travel credit. Oh my goodness. All right, pick 26, Legacy 62 is in, core Alex Pereira. Pick 27, Baby Nuts is in, core Alex Pereira 630, back-to-back core Alex Pereiras. Pick 28, Stanley DK, the core Meira Bueno. And pick 29 is on the clock, Bud 20657. 20657. Guys, we may break the record here. This may be the most engaged draft room we've had. We may break the record. Stay locked in for me. Bud 20657 is pick 29, and that is going to be the core Kelvin Gastelum. Pick 30 and 31, back-to-back again for Stanley DK. Let's see what you got, Stanley. How about that VIP experience? My goodness. Might as well be Uncle Dana. All right, first of Stanley DK's back-to-back picks. First is going to be Core Farid Basharat. Farid Basharat. Core Farid Basharat. And the second of the back-to-back picks is going to be a auto pick, Core Arnold Allen. We move on to pick 32, back to Bud 20657. Bud 20657 is on the clock at 32. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 player cards left. 9 fighter cards left, guys. 9. Record timing. Stick with me. Bud 20657 grabs the Paulo Costa. Pick 33, excuse me, Stanley DK. You're back on the clock, my friend. Stanley DK auto pick the Core Pani Kianzad, and we go back to pick 34, our last pick for the infamous Baby Nuts. Baby Nutzs. Just in case I'm not pronouncing that correctly, I will spell it for you. He grabs the Core Ode Osborne. Ode Osborne. Pick 35, Legacy 62 on the clock. Down to the home stretch here, folks. There is a Kai Kara France. There is a Polyana Viana. There is a Chan Sung Young. A Core Darren Till. A Core Brandon Royval. And a Core Phil Haas. And there goes the Core Phil Haas, the Legacy 62. Pick 36 on the clock. Levy 10. Levy 10 on the final stretch. What are we grabbing? And Levy 10 is going to grab the Kai Kara France. Pick 37 on the clock. Derdick. 37 on the clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Derdick takes the Core Polyana Viana. We move on to pick 38 and 39. Emrad 0815 back-to-back. Core Chan Sung Young. And the Core Brandon Royval. And that leaves the Core Darren Till to our final pick, Tug Life. Guys, that's the first break. I believe we just set a record. I'm going to have to check with our statisticians and our statistics team. I believe we just broke a time record. We beat the time record by about 75 minutes, I'm told. We are making progress, folks. Tremendous, incremental progress. You and I, me and you, and the rest of the marketplace team here at DraftKings have made tremendous market progress. Absolutely fantastic. You should all pat yourselves on the back. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Jeez Louise. All right, so that was our first break, guys. We're going to go right into our second break. Same format, same ground rules. I'll touch on a couple of other cool things, but we'll try to keep it moving. So if you are in the second break, again, you saw how quickly the first break can move. Stick around, stay present, be part of the draft all the way through to the end. I don't want to see too many people auto-picking. I don't want to see anybody auto-picking. I want to see everybody have some fun. Hopefully, we can pull some monsters for you guys. Here we go, pack number 1, break number 2. Let's crack and rock. All right, a rare off the first rip. Let's go. From the right, Egger, Moises, Alex Perez, Danny Gay. And a rare out of a standard. Johnny Walker. Okay, good start. Let's go. Pack 2. Core, 4 cores and a rare. From the right, Richie. Muhammad Usman. Macy Barber. Michael Chandler. Nice. And a Cody Sandhagen. Rare. We'll take it. 3rd standard pack. Guys, again, if you're panicking like, hey, I'm not keeping up, we are going to provide a list of all the cards that have been pulled. You'll be able to draft on it. It is organized. Our team is amazing. Don't worry. From the right, core, Jared Gordon, my man right there. Marlon Vera, Jonathan Pierce, rare, Bryce Mitchell, and an elite out of a standard, Trezano. Who thinks Jared Gordon beat Patty Pimblett? Say aye. Aye. All right, here we go. Standard. 2 rares. We'll take it. Much better standard packs here. Here we go. 3 right. Lusa. Morozov. Izzy Adesanya. Stylebender. Dvorak. And our final rare. Fiziev. Okay, we're moving on to premium. Here we go. Now we're looking for another Reignmaker. Can we go back-to-back Reignmakers? Can we do it? 2 elites, 3 rares. Okay, let's go. Ribovics, Darren Till, Song Yadong. There's a Pavlovic, and our final elite of this pack, Evloev. All right. We've done better. We will do better. Like right now. Legendary and 4 rares. Here we go. From the right, Izzy Adesanya, Brandon Royval. Good start here. Max Holloway, we got a hot pack. Brandon Moreno, hot pack, 1 time. Yeah, I mean, you build it up. It keeps getting better. And, hey, it's still a legendary. We'll take it. All right, here we go. 4 elite and a rare. Let's spread out some value here, guys. We're going to spread out some value. All right, we got a Roundtree Jr., Brito, Tim Elliott, okay, Chen Sung Young, and an elite, Norma Dumont. Here we go, guys. One more crack at this. Show me something big. Please. 5 rare. Well, they better be great. All right, here we go. Hernandez, Santos, Max Holloway, Michael Pereira, okay, and another Max Holloway. All right, okay, all right. Still not terrible. Not the best, but not terrible. I'm not like super upset with that. We had good value spread on a lot of elites and a few legendary. All right, guys, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to the back room. The team is going to build our list. Stick with us for about 3 or 4 minutes. Patience. Stick around, hang out, stay engaged so you can be part of the draft. The more people that we have part of the draft, the faster we can move through this and get everybody their picks and their fighter cards, okay? Real quick, I do want to talk through, again, if you were here for the first break, this may be redundant, but I think it's important that we continue to recap kind of divisional ranks, pound-for-pound ranks, and talk through kind of some of what we're seeing across a lot of these fighting divisions. First off, I want to talk through pound-for-pound rankings, mainly because the number 1 and the number 2 fighters are coming up in the next UFC event. Alexander Volkanovski, number 1 pound-for-pound ranked fighter in the world. 25-1 UFC record. Number 2 ranked fighter, pound-for-pound, Islam Makhachev. 23-1 record. 3, Leon Edwards, 20-3 record. Going down to a tie for 3 is Kamaru Usman with a 20-2 record. So you have Leon Edwards and Usman tied in the 3-hole. 5th, overall pound-for-pound fighter, Izzy Stylebender, Adesanya. You have Alex Pereira in the 6th slot, coming in under Adesanya after even beating him. Aljamain Sterling in the 7th slot. That is a 22-3 record for Sterling. Charles Oliveira is 33-9-1 in the 8-hole. Brandon Moreno in the 9 slot, 21-6-2. I didn't realize Moreno had lost that many fights. Yuri Prochaska, 29-3-1. Dangerous fighter. Hopefully we see him healthy and in the ring soon. John Bones Jones, 26-1-1 in the 11 hole. Dustin Poirier, 28-7-1 in the 12 hole. Jamal Hill, 12-1-0 in the 13 slot. Robert Whitaker, 25-6-0 at 14. And Devison Figueiredo, 15th overall pound-for-pound fighter, 21-2-1. Let's talk flyweight. Your champion in the flyweight division, Brandon Moreno, who we just talked about, 21-6-2. Devison Figueiredo is the one-ranked flyweight fighter under the champion Moreno, 23-3-1. Alexandre Pantoja is 25-5 as the second-ranked flyweight fighter. Kai Kara France, 24-10. 10 losses for France. More losses than I thought. Brandon Royval, fourth slot in the flyweight division, 12-5. Mateus Nicolau, 16-3. All right, let's talk top 5 in featherweight. Alexander Volkanovski, of course, your champion, 25-1. Max Holloway in the 1 slot. Saw a bunch of Max Holloways come out. Featherweight, Max Holloway, your number 1 ranked featherweight. Number 1 contender, I should say. Yair Rodriguez is the second ranked at 14-3. Brian Ortega, 15-3. Arnold Allen in the 4 hole, 18-1. And Josh Emmett in the 5 hole, 18-2. Lightweight division. Your man Islam Makhachev, 23-1. Very impressive. Coming up, of course, against Volkanovski in the next event. We keep talking about it. We've got your number 1 ranked contender, Charles Oliveira, at 31-8. Dustin Poirier is your second contender at 26-6. Justin Gaethje, 3 slot is 23-2. The Beneil Dariush 4 slot belongs to Beneil Dariush, 21-4. And the 5 slot belongs to Michael Chandler at 22-6. Light heavyweight, guys. Jamal Hill is your champion, 12-1. Yuri Prochaska, who is also in the pound-for-pound rankings, 29-3-1. Magomed Ankalaev, 18-1-1. Jan Blachowicz is the third-ranked light heavyweight at 29-9-1. Alexander Rakic at 14-3 is your fourth-ranked light heavyweight. And Anthony Smith, 36-17. That's a lot of fights in the 5 hole. Heavyweight division, no champion right now. Cyril Gane is your 11-1, number 1 ranked heavyweight in the UFC. Stipe Miocic is 20-4 in the 2 hole. Sergey Pavlovich, 16-1 in the 3 hole. Curtis Blades is 14-3. Tai Tuivasa, I should say, is 15-4 in the 5 slots. All right. Is that enough info for everybody? No, you said? Fine. I will say this, guys. For the upcoming UFC event, we talked about it briefly, but not only are there the portfolio gated, or not only is the portfolio gated contest limited to the requirements we covered earlier, of which I'm happy to go over once more. But what we didn't talk about was anybody that doesn't come in first. So the number 2 through number 101 finishers in those competitions are each going to receive 1 Reignmakers UFC Fight Night. That is for Fight Night on February 18th. Event pack. So the event pack, biggest names to pull. That goes to anybody finishing in the top 101 other than the number 1 finisher who gets the VIP experience. Okay. Speaking of main contests, just as a reminder, for UFC 284 main Reignmakers contest, there is going to be $125,000 in total prizing across all of the tiers. So very exciting contest coming up. You have publicly open and available competition, and you have portfolio gated competitions that you can compete against. Remember, we hit on this last week. Very important. Franchise score. You are going to get paid to collect. You are going to have an opportunity to win money by collecting. How you develop your collection, the cards you collect, the packs you open, everything that you build your collection around is going to help contribute to your franchise score, which is going to qualify you for $4 million in prizing this year. Okay? DraftKings and the Reignmakers team do an amazing job of helping collectors, which is what you all are, focus on their collection. Focus on building your collection, and you will have a chance to be rewarded. Okay? It is worth noting, I will say. Can I get a time check on our list from our team so I know not to go into something too deep here? How we looking, marketplace team? 60 seconds, they're telling me. I love that. Okay, upcoming fight lineups, guys, for the UFC Fight Night on February 18th. I'm going to run through these quickly, but they are names to watch for, guys. Of course, fight nights, these are cards that you might want to look out and look in the secondary market for. You might want to open packs for. Aaron Blanchfield takes on Tyler Santos. You've got Philippe Lins taking on Ovin St. Preux. Zach Pauga versus Jordan Wright. Gabriel Benitez taking on Jim Miller. William Knight taking on Marcin Pranchino. You've got Evan Elder taking on Nazim Sadikov. Benoit St. Denis taking on Joe Solecki. Clayton Carpenter is taking on Juan Camillo Ronderos. Abus Magomedov is taking on Gerald Mearshart. Myra Bueno taking on Myra Buena Silva taking on Lena Landsberg. AJ Fletcher taking on Temba Takura Garimbo. And Josh Parisian is taking on Jamal Pokes. Our list is on the screen. We are ready to draft. Our first pick in this hit draft belongs to RDog 007. RDog 007, you are on the clock, my friend. RDog 007. RDog 007 is on the clock. He is taking, I think I missed pick one, guys. RDog is taking the legendary Jasmine Jasudavicius. Pick two belongs to Mustafael. Good to see you again, my friend. Mustafael has pick two. Mustafael is grabbing the Sergey Pavlovic, the elite Sergey Pavlovic. Pick three belongs to Dirty K. Dirty K. I was calling Dirty K Dirtic earlier. You know, hey. My bad. Pick three belongs to Dirty K. And that is going to be the elite Joe Anderson Brito. Pick four is belonging to USAF Steven. Good to see you again, my friend. We're grabbing an auto pick here, guys. Norma Dumont, the elite Norma Dumont. Pick five, TJ Calkins. Pick five belongs to TJ Calkins. TJ Calkins, you are on the clock, and you are taking elite Movsar Evloev. All right, here we go, folks. Pick six is on the clock, and none other than Baby Nuts. Baby Nuts, come on down. You have the sixth pick in the draft. Baby NUTZS is taking the elite Tim Elliott. Pick seven, the S-Don is on the clock. Pick seven belongs to the S-Don. Pick seven belonging to the S-Don. The S-Don is on the clock, folks. And auto pick for S-Don is going elite Chen Sung Young. We move on to pick eight, typical gamer tag. Welcome back. Good to see you again. Typical gamer tag is on the clock. Typical gamer tag is taking the elite Michael Trezano. Pick nine, Stanley DK is back in action in the 9 slot. On the clock, Stanley. Stanley DK is on the clock. Rare, Rafael Fiziev. Pick 10 and 11 back-to-back. Bud, 20657. Bud, 20657 is going 10 and 11 back-to-back as we make our way back down the draft board. Bud is taking the rare Izzy Adesanya in the 10 slot. He is also up in the 11 slot and taking the rare Johnny Walker. Rare Johnny Walker and Izzy Adesanya back to back. The 12th pick belongs to Stanley DK back on the clock. Stanley DK is taking the rare Max Holloway. Number 48. Typical gamer tag is back up with pick 13. Here we go, bud. Good luck. Pick with your heart. Pick with your heart. That is my advice for everybody. Rare Darren Till going to typical gamer tag. Pick 14 is going to belong to the S Dawn. The S Dawn is on the clock at pick 14. Rare, Tyler Santos going to the S Dawn in the 14 slot. We're on to pick 15 here. Here he is, Baby Nuts. Pick 15, Baby Nuts is on the clock. Baby Nuts is grabbing the rare Max Holloway. Pick 16, TJ Calkins. TJ Calkins, TJ Calkins, not sure. Solid pace. If you guys want to compete with the first break, we're gonna need to step it up a little bit. But solid pace. We're doing okay. We're doing okay, folks. TJ Calkins taking down the rare Brandon Moreno. We're back to pick 17, USAF Steven. USAF Steven on the board at pick 17. Rare Max Holloway. One of many. The rare Max Holloway 156. We're up to pick 18. Dirty K. Dirty K grabs the rare Esteban Ribovics. And we move to pick 19, Mustafa El. Or Mustafa El. Mustafa El. Either way, they are grabbing the rare David Dvorak. And we move to pick 20 and 21 back-to-back. R-Dog 007. R-Dog 007. Back-to-back. First pick of the back-to-back for our dog goes to rare Song Yadong and the rare Brandon Royval. Back-to-back, rare Song Yadong and rare Brandon Royval. We move on to Mustafa El, pick 22. Mustafa L grabs a rare. Corey Sandhagen, pick 23, Dirty K. Dirty K. 23 is on the board. Stand by. We have a potential adjustment that needs to be made, folks. Looks like we're making our way back through them. Let me just sort this out on my side. All right, so Dirty K, pick 23, is taking the rare Anthony Hernandez. I see that. Pick 24, USAF Steven, is taking the rare Michael Pereira. Pick 25, TJ Calkins, is taking the rare Bryce Mitchell. Just confirm that. Yep. And pick 26. Baby Nuts is on the clock. Baby Nuts is on the clock. That was a pretty aggressive run there, guys. Everybody's dialed in. Here we go. Baby Nuts is grabbing the Khalil Roundtree Jr. rare. We're on to 27. Pick 27. The Eston is up. The Eston grabs the core Izzy Adesanya. We move on to pick 28. Typical gamer tag on the clock. Typical gamer tag grabs the core Alex Perez. We move to pick 29. Stanley DK. Stanley, your turn. Stanley's grabbing the core Tabitha Ritchie. We move to pick 30. We're making it to pick 30. Pick 30 and 31, I should say. Bud 20657 back-to-back. First of the back-to-back is going to be the core Michael Chandler going to Bud 20657. And he comes back-to-back with a core Marlon Vera. Very nice. Core Marlon Vera. Stanley DK, you are on the board at 32, my friend. And we are taking the core Thiago Moises. We move to pick 33, typical gamer tag. What a pace. What a pace team. I feel like we're all working together here. It's like us against the world. Typical gamer tag, pick 33. Core Sergey Morozov. Pick 34, the Eston back on the clock. Core Macy Barber going to the Eston. And one last and final time, pick 35, Baby Nuts on the clock. Core Jonathan Pierce. Pick 36, TJ Calkins. Ready to rock. TJ Calkins is on the clock and ready to rock. Core, Stephanie Egger going to TJ Calkins. Moving on to pick 37, USAF Steven back on the clock here. Grabbing the core, Muhammad Usman. We go to pick 38 with 30K. 3 fighter cards left, folks. Core, Jared Flash Gordon. Jared Flash Gordon off the board, Mustafa L. Dan Ige going to Mustafa L. And last but not least, the Ange Lusa is going to our dog 007. Guys, that is your break. Thank you guys so much for being so engaged. That was fun. Well, there's nothing better than moving through Hit Drafts fun. We did it. You guys rock. Thank you guys for being part of this, participating. We feel like it's been an enjoyable experience. We hope to continue to build on it, continue to make it better. We hope to continue to streamline it, and hope that you guys continue to enjoy it. UFC Reignmakers pack breaks. We're trying to style them similar to what the physical sports card world is doing with their hit drafts, and it seems like it's working. You guys absolutely rock. We appreciate it. Thank you guys. I see a lot of familiar names, a lot of repeat names. We will see you guys next week. Good luck. Get your lineups in, for the love of God. Make sure you get your lineups in. Make sure you take a stab. Use these cards. Go buy more cards on the secondary market. Build your franchise score and rip your own packs. I mean, we're ripping them for you. We're happy to rip more of them for you. I want to rip more of them for you. But until I see you next week, go rip your own. Have a great night. Enjoy your weekend, everybody. We'll see you soon.